put my chain brake on when I have a happy spot like that. Now you can measure your degrees with the file guard. So all these are supposed to be sharpened in 30 degrees like that. So, and you want the bar nice and flat. So not like this, not like that. Flat is really key. And just probably about 6 even strokes all the way through, making sure you keep that degrees. And that should sharpen it up. What you do, you just feel the back. If that's got a little lip on it, then that tooth's fine. Then what I do is I roll it forward and keep it in position for each one, because that's I don't do 1, 2, 3. Just keep it in position. And then again you swap over. Now if you're ever confused with where you're up to, generally if you look at the tooth, you can see which one's clean or not, you know? Because they'll be quite dirty after a day's use. Or what you could do is grab a permanent marker and just mark the top of that. With permanent marker, so you know when you're back to the beginning, because all the teeth look the same. And a really important thing to do at the end of the day, apart from just the general cleaning, is to loosen the chain off, so we don't put the chain back with a tight chain. So always loosen it off, so when it cools down it doesn't stretch the chain out. Quite simple.
Great.
And generally we would remove the chain. Try not to get that kink. Get your paintbrush. Most of this stuff can be cleaned out pretty readily with a paintbrush. I also like to have in my kit just a hard bristle brush for some of the more tricky or built up areas. To get in there. Not essential. You can also use the back of your scrunch for things like that. Get in there, clean things out. This saw is pretty good. It's pretty clean. Don't have to do much to it. Paintbrush is pretty essential though. Hard bristle brush is just handy.
So how long does it normally take to get the pack up done? Cleaning out, sharpening?
It depends on how blunt it is. Probably 15, 20 at the end of the day. I wouldn't give much longer than that. I mean that's very lenient per saw. You know, that's a full sharpen bar file down. So again, with the cleaning, this is really important to make sure that there's not much debris built up in there, 'cause that's the chain brake in there. Just inspect that before you put it back on. No burrs. Some trees have sap that's quite corrosive as well, so if you're doing things like palms and stuff, they can really have quite a toll on your gear. Everything, check you got springs in here, you got 1, 2, 3 springs there, they're all intact. With your bar, wash your bar down a bit. Obviously got a rag in here that I like to use on the bar.
And this goes into the site supervisor's truck ute?
Yeah, supervisors have they used to be individual for the boxes, but I think that's not really the case these days. Now with the file guide, always away from the sprocket. Clean out any debris in there. Excuse me. Feel the bar if there's any lips on it. It's really important, because what that's going to do, it's going to make the chain cut in one direction or the other. So if you're cutting through the wood and the chainsaw's going in that direction, it's pretty 90% likely that the chain's either been sharpened too much on one side, because people favour their right hand more than their left, or vice versa, left-handed, or this bar needs a good filing. So what you do is hold it just off flat, so not like this, just off flat, and just until you can't feel the lip anymore. You might want to do this with gloves, because if you're going like that and you catch this back of this edge with your finger, that's really sharp. Okay, so that can give you nice little slices. So this bar's pretty much brand new, so that's fine.
Sweet.
Every time you take the chain off, you rotate the bar. So we've been using it today like that. You take it off and rotate it like that.
Okay.
So if this is marked off here, often it's got colours on the bottom. If not, but you can try and memorise it, or just put like a little mark on the bar so you know which is the top or the bottom before you take it off.
Yeah.
Just inspect the chain quickly. We haven't used this today very long, so it should be fine. No nicks, no burrs in it. All the teeth are still there, all the guide teeth are still there as well. So that's fine. So that's the cutting tooth and that's the guide tooth.